Well, that was an interesting preamble to a recording. Hey guys, Saxdude26 here, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Rayman 2 The Great Escape for the LPerLeague. Oh, good lordy.
That's it. Yeah, fire a ship. Let's just get the rest of the introductions out of the way. So we got cutscene. Hey there guys, I'm Sonic Ghost.
Hey there guys, I'm Jared Tito.
And Razorbeard's about ready to kill this guy I met from LP Adventures.
Well, not really kill, he's gonna try to, but... Well... Yeah, this
Well, they failed to stop Rayman from getting all the lums!
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much got all of them now. We just need the last few, which are on his ship.
Pretty much.
No cages now, so that's good.
He's hoarding.
We're getting a sneak peek at our final boss, of course.
But I love the line here that he says, they can do everything. They can even wash the dishes.
Can do everything except the dishes.
Yeah, I just love that line.
Shit, I don't want it then. It doesn't do my work for me.
Now, the funny thing about this cutscene is the general who is showing Razorbeard the Grolgok is actually from another game.
Is?
Yeah, he looks familiar. What is...
Yes, if we can recover the container, we can make an antidote. My special services have prepared an absolutely perfect plan. First of all, at Point Alpha, the capsule, with the condemned man on board, of course, detaches itself. Then at Point Beta, we retrieve the container. And at last, at Point Alpha, Beta, Gamma, the capsule returns to the mothership.
Yes! Yes.
Anyways, final level.
This level sucks. And
There's
you
so
missed
many
one.
lums in this sliding section. So many
And you
lums.
killed yourself. Oh boy, this is gonna take a while. Expect to cut
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got a lot
No,
of cutting here.
Harvey, cut yourself. We're here to help,
No,
buddy.
you're not playing the video game version, right? You're not playing Kaizo.
I hate this.
I love when everything explodes in a level. It's fun. So yes,
Makes you feel good until you realize you're distracted by the explosion and run into the bottomless pit.
Don't you just love when there's explosions that happen at 30 frames per second?
in a sliding section.
Hey, in this version of the game, it can sometimes be 60. The game feels like it.
Sometimes.
But most of the time, it says no. Really random.
And it just keeps going.
Yeah, no, the sliding section goes on for a while, and a majority of the lums in this level are right here in the sliding section. Like, more than half of them are here.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna happen a lot. Like, the best thing to do in these sliding sections is go as far as you can, and then kill yourself. Because if you miss one, like, in the beginning, it's best just to grab as many as you can on your way.
Yeah. Might as well just, you know, make some sort of effort at it.
Yeah, that's what I always tend to do.
That little jump right there, if you remember on my blind playthrough, I had some... BARG!
Yeah, this one's stupid because they put one lum off the beaten path, and you have to really zigzag for it.
And I glitched.
Wait, you fell through that?
I fell around
How did you do that?
the grinding saw.
You're supposed to get grinded up into tiny Rayman chunks, and somehow you fell through the little gap into the bottomless pit. I've never seen that happen.
I'm surprised you survived that. I'm really surprised you survived that, Molly.
Yes. And then...
Oh.
Yeah, this happens all the time.
this level.
Oh, Poop-A-Schnoop.
Poop-A-Schnoop.
Uh-oh.
Sure, let's
Eric,
try that.
Try to show them.
Oh, no. Oh, great.
That's all.
Good news throughout our entire pre-recording session.
There's no definition of Poop-A-Schnoop.
There's no definition of Poop-A-Schnoop.
Sadness.
I was hoping it's gonna be something simple as you snoop while you poop.
Yeah.
What is this? What is the action of Schnoop?
Well,
It's snooping as usual, I see. Come on.
It's...
And now, the worst part of the whole
The action
section.
is Schnoop. Simply Schnoop.
Yeah, this one's really annoying. Because if you fall into this one little hole, you're done. You can't go back to the lums. You have to restart the level. Luckily, you can like slow yourself down here so slightly, which will allow you to control yourself easier. But it's easy enough just for you to fall into the hole because of that.
Don't, Marley.
habitat's
Oh, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
jump. No, he's actually doing it right, because if you don't have enough speed, jump. Because that jump will push you ahead of it.
Got it.
10 out of 10.
Got it.
Okay, that was my 4th take.
Yeah, that sounds about right, honestly. That's just really annoying to deal with.
You have no...
I mean, seriously, it takes a lot of practice to do that, really, because just of how the slope physics work in this game as a whole. That section just it's just annoying as a whole because of that.
I'm just like, how does the camera work again?
How do I camera?
And the last of the yellow lumps are in this one level, so
Yeah.
after here, it's straight on to the very end. But
Of course, you gotta have this guy. Now, do you go for the fists? No. Okay, good. Because they're going for this, you'll get blindsided trying to go for them.
this is the hardest
Ninja henchman.
fight in the entire game.
And you were making it harder by fighting him on the narrow pathway.
If we want to do a callback to the PS1 version, sure. Let's say this is Ninja's. I'm happy to say this is the second boss that we didn't get. We all happy with that?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Is that why Rayman Revolution is one of the better games? Ports of
Well,
this
it's the
game?
most complete version because it has all the stuff involved in different versions.
I'd say so.
That's why if I don't recommend PC, I recommend the PS2 version of the game for that reason. Because Rayman Revolution is so complete.
Absolutely.
Also, there's no cutscene for you either. What the heck is going on with that Switch? During my playthrough, there was no cutscene for that Switch. There's supposed to be a cutscene.
Wasn't there a glitch that happened in my playthrough with this part? I can't remember what exactly happened.
I don't remember.
Didn't the pirate just stand completely still?
I think so.
That would sound...
I'd have to go look. Yeah, it has been so long. Jeez.
Yeah, that playthrough's been done for over 2 years now.
Oh my gosh, don't remind me, man.
And I recorded all
Jeez.
the footage for this before we started that playthrough, so I don't
Yeah, so... A lot of this footage is pretty old, too.
I'm slow, ladies and gentlemen. I'm slow. Get the
There you
power
go.
fist.
I mean, at this point, they're pretty much useless because none of the fights that we're going to have for the rest of the game actually require, like, any kind of shots from Rayman's fists. And even if they do, it's not from, like, your actual fist. It's, like, using the ricochet stuff.
Part of me
So-
didn't want to get the power fist during the ninja pirate fight because I just figured that'd be a waste.
Yeah, I agree,
Because
but...
I just
yeah.
lose it right after.
This section here, honestly, I just recommend once you grab this lum, just, if you're good to go for the top section, just jump off. If you don't care about taking a hit. Because you'll get warped right back to the top anyways.
Surprisingly, I don't get hit by those.
If you're far enough out, I think...
Most of the time when I get hit by them, it's because I jump into them from the bottom.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And now comes one of the most frustrating parts.
Honestly, I like
Also
this
one of the coolest
gimmick in
gimmicks.
the game.
One
Yeah,
of the
this
coolest
is actually
gimmicks,
really
but
cool.
also really frustrating for me. Hi, Murphy.
Oh, how awesome is this?
How awkward it is for you using the keyboard. Cool.
No, this is, I think, oh, actually, no, yeah, it may have been.
Because I remember at one point during this, you couldn't use the controller anymore because it broke.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the point we
I think
replaced
this,
it.
this was either... Whoa.
See? It's very awkward to use with, like, digital control. With analog is alright. But it is pretty hard to control, I will admit. You have to really know how to use its strafing to properly move around. If not, then you're gonna have a really hard time controlling this thing.
Definitely. You feel like you have to be an octopus to get these controls sometimes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, and there's lums in this section too, so you're not just flying around because you want to fly around. There's lums that are underneath this pipe area.
How
And
did
also, that's really risky.
I missed that one, so I'm like, oh look, spinning wheel of death, okay. Let's fly towards it.
need to get that
Just
lump?
cause. Yeah, just go.
Ow!
I'm wondering if this rate you're going to be able to keep the golden fist for the final cutscene.
Can't remember.
I've seen it once, and it was in my own playthrough, funny enough, because it was the only time I actually kept them. It was like one hit left for golden fists.
Well, I have had a lot of close calls during this playthrough, so who knows?
Yes, yeah. Who knows?
It's been a while since I looked back at this footage, so no promises.
Health lungs.
We'll be getting more of those in the next section too. There's like one area of this next section just dedicated for red lumps, which I imagine you're going to be showing it off.
And that bit there, I hate missing those lobs.
Yeah, they're right next to the loading zone. That's what's so annoying. Just like the last area.
Scooching over.
This will get very disorienting really fast if you're not careful.
I know.
Oh yeah.
That's what I said when I was first played this game.
You know what the funny thing is? In the PS1 version, you don't have the tilting at all.
That's worse.
It is
You really need the
nightmarish in the PS1 version.
Ow!
No gold fist. No power fist.
No, well that answered that question.
In fact, actually, come to think of it, in the PS1 version, I think there are robo-pirates through these sections as well.
Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty
there
nasty.
were robo pirates in the Revolution.
Oh yeah, in Revolution there were too, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
nasty.
been a while since I've played the PS1 version, so I'd have to go back and check and throw in annotations to correct my stupidity if I'm an idiot.
You know, one game I've always wanted to play on PS1, the Croc game.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
agreed.
Ooh, I have that. It's really good.
Is
I've
Croc
heard things about it.
Yeah, Croc's good. I have Croc 1 and 2.
100%ing it isn't as worth it.
Yeah,
Why is that?
Because you get a better ending not 100%ing.
So
Why?
it's almost like in a sense, 100% in Crash 1, right at the normal ending.
Yeah. You only get 5 extra levels 100%ing it, and the other ending's just like the DOS exploded.
And from what I heard, a lot of the levels are kind of like rehashed. Is that actually true?
Yeah.
And when they do that, for like your 100% sake, it doesn't feel as worth it in the end when you know what's coming. Like, oh yeah, I already played this level before. Why am I doing it again? Just now.
In spite of how unworth it the 100% is, the challenge is nice. I do like the challenge. And boom!
Final batch of lums. There you go, 100% lums.
1,000 lums.
And that's all 1,000 because you went out of your way for the other one too.
There's a cutscene.
Oh, really? I forgot about this. Yeah, there's a cutscene that was in the PS1 version of the game, so this was added in a later release.
Yeah, and then they included it in the Dreamcast version as well.
Did they
Yeah, so if
include
that's the
it?
case, it's probably in Revolution.
Yeah, it's in Revolution as well. So what I've done here is I've taken the audio from the Dreamcast version and the cutscene from the PS1 version.
How weird of a mix-up.
Well, let's just say trying to find Dreamcast footage of this cutscene is very hard.
Yeah, I can imagine why. Not as many people played the Dreamcast version. That makes sense. Oh jeez, all the baby Globoxes just kind of appear into existence. This is so weird. I forgot about the poppin'.
And the Denny is ridiculously small. The Minisaurus is just minuscule. And now back to the actual game.
Now back to our version.
Look at the quality difference.
We're
Man,
back
this frame
to
rate's so
Ring
weird.
Click. It's just
Why is perhaps
it's
they
like that
60 and
it's like
then
that it's like that one cutscene was god awful when they made it or something.
It's not like it was on the PS1 and the Dreamcast. And it's not like this was also an N64 game.
It's also on PS2 and 3DS.
Yeah, it's on anything you can think of. And iOS.
So many bloody platforms.
Honestly,
And I'm sure
PC is the one that really made sense at the time because that was released at the exact same time as N64. And it's the exact same version. That's it. Everything else is like, nah, we'll just port it.
Oh, did you say, oh, that was you!
Curse you, lock on aim.
It
What
literally,
dramatic gibberish. What dramatic gibberish.
it literally,
Yeah.
and it literally sounded like, oh, that was you!
Oh, shit.
It does.
Alright, it's the final battle with Razorbeard.
Who
Don't
saves
worry.
Globox again? We're just gonna leave him
Globox.
hanging there, and the next time we see him, he's okay. Nope. Next time.
So now that we've got all the yellow lumps,
I can't believe you're doing this here in the final battle.
Oh gosh.
Basically, this tells a lot of the backstory of the game, too. If you collect all 1,000 lungs, you get all the pieces of the story. And there's so much backstory to this game.
oh yeah, they actually took this out in the PS2 version.
Yeah, that's why this is all new for you, Matt. You've never seen this because it's not in that version.
Why are we listening to Trololo?
Because we're supposed to fight the final boss. Why not?
Aw, man, I was
And
listening
back.
Yeah, and this guy does
I had to.
taking forever.
And I have terrible aim with this boss.
Yeah, it's really hard to aim the bombs he shoots back at you into him.
Especially because of the dodging.
And it's different on each version from what I've noticed. Like, on the N64 version, you can just aim dead on, and you'll be fine. But with the PS1 version, I feel there's more of a delay. So if you do it right away, he's always going to dodge. What I try doing here, because of that, is I try to do like a scatter shot. Like, try to get one to the left, one to the center, one to the right, and hope one hits. Luckily in this version, it's not as bad though, so you can just do a straight shot. As long as your aim's okay, you should be fine. PS1 version is a little different for that reason.
It's funny because I was just thinking about it. The easiest version of Grogoth in any Rayman game is the GBA version of Rayman 3.
Yeah. Makes
It's
sense
really
though.
as if he doesn't ever dodge them. You just shoot them back and you're on a 2D plane so you can't dodge it.
Yeah, that's why it makes sense. As long as you get your aim fine.
Whereas this, there's a lot more strategy involved.
Yeah, but that's it for phase 1. It's a 2-phase fight, and this is when the PS1 version's completely different.
Oh yeah.
I'll just go ahead flat out say right now, I never liked the PS1 version until this final fight. I just like the original one more, just a lot more fun. But the
Yeah.
PS1 version just drags after a while.
Cough cough time eater cough
I should know
cough.
after having to play it like 10 plus times to get the footage I need.
As we were saying before, Lester, it's like Time Eater in Sonic Generations.
Yeah,
Keeps
like Time Eater
going,
before Time Eater basically.
Going.
Going.
And going.
And he's still falling.
We avoided another near-death disaster.
Thank goodness, I don't think Rayman can swim in lava and he can't fly anymore. No, public thrust. It reminds me of the one scene from SpongeBob when he public thrust. That's pretty much what this is. We got another shell. This looks like a normal shell, but it's one of the flying ones. It's a weird attention to detail I kind of miss.
I'm pretty sure they fixed it in the Dreamcast version, but I don't remember if it was fixed in... I feel like it was fixed in Revolutions.
I feel like it was as well, because if they fixed it in Dreamcast, it feels like they fixed it for that one too. They just
Yeah.
used the same model from that.
Is that shell supposed to be like a bomb?
Yeah, basically, it's a running
It's a
ball.
missile that flies.
It looks like a
Because
penetrator.
why not?
Because why the hell not?
Because Rayman. He doesn't have any limbs anyways.
Who's ready for a montage?
Oh boy, I am.
Rayman's excited. See, how many times do you actually die? Let's count them up. 1, 2, 3,
3,
4,
4.
Now it's the time
Five.
of music.
6,
You want to
7.
skate
Yeah, I
me?
do like that actually. 8 and 9, 10. My gosh, 11. What did you hit? 12, 13,
No, there's a lot of death.
14, 15. My gosh, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. When
Oh
20
my
gets
gosh.
now. 21, 22, 23. I get 24.
Oh my gosh, Marley.
25, 26, 27, 28, and an embarrassing 29.
Oh yes.
Oh, you're going for this and you still fail somewhere. What?
Yeah. This is really embarrassing. This is the secret we were telling you about, Matt. If you fly into the ceiling while holding the shoot and jump buttons, and you dodge all this nonsense.
Please tell me you don't die in here.
No.
Goodness.
It's worse. It's worse. You get infinite ammo.
So you can keep just spamming it?
Yeah, basically, once you get one of the things of ammo, then you just keep on spamming it. What the? Okay, that was a pure fine. I could just see what happened. You just went all over the place.
One of the shots hit me from behind and I spiraled into Razorbeard.
I didn't think you actually spiral control from that, because normally when I ever got hit there, I just died. I didn't think you could spiral control.
So now we're doing this properly.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. You hit him for more damage after he was already in lava.
Yep.
I didn't know you could do that.
It's a very handy thing.
Yeah.
And with the infinite ammo, it can literally mean you do 2 passes on him and he's dead.
Maybe next time I play the game with the infinite ammo, I want to see how fast I'll go by. I did not know that's possible.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, that makes it easy.
And now the bloody lava rising.
Yeah, this is what makes this part so much more difficult.
Oh yeah, that was the source of most of those deaths that you saw. Most of the just below 30 deaths.
Yeah, just barely. 29. 29 for total.
It's just...
Gosh, Marley, I feel for you, buddy.
yeah.
I died probably just as much in my playthrough.
Probably, if not more. I'm not sure how many deaths you totaled at.
I
know
died
a
a
lot.
lot.
There's the thing, I don't know if Matt actually... I think Matt may have actually died less than me. Knowing my luck.
Because I do remember when we got to this point, you had this recorded and you talked about a lot of different deaths.
Oh yeah.
That's it, game beat.
And finally...
But of course, one last trick.
He's laying perfectly still on top of lava.
Just how is it doing that?
Also, he has 5 seconds. How do you have enough time to get out of here in 5 seconds? This must be really long 5 seconds. Yeah, so that just happened.
Yeah.
Razorbeard tried to kill Rayman with an explosion, and we don't see anything. In fact, in this cutscene, we just see Rayman's shoe alive, and that's it.
So Rayman's gone?
Oh, but the shell's there, so...
Yeah, the shell lived, so man, what happened to Rayman?
Oh, they
It makes
forgot
no
us.
sense. You see the same shell there mourning him. It's like, wait, you were in the room with him. You should know if he lived.
No, I know what happened, guys. They forgot to put an amiibo stand on him.
No, Lester, it's a bit like in the bloopers in Kirby Superstar Ultra. The one for the end of Revenge of Meta Knight.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about now.
Where Kirby falls in the water and the wheelie just drives off without him. He's alive!
Also, it would have been a lot funnier if this scene just hop in. Like 1 foot walk and you just hop in.
I love how the shoe's just like, I get the first hug.
I kinda need to go back on his non-existing limb now.
Oh, I thought he said amen.
Hey man, hey man.
The cutscene gets abruptly cut off by the game.
PC version. It's more seamless than like other versions, really. PC it just loads. It kind of kills the mood for a lot of cutscenes.
Yeah. It's kind of hilarious, though.
So I'm wondering, where's the music here? It's supposed to be music. PC, what? Done.
Why? What happened?
Oh, I think I realized what you did. You went back and turned off the music for this part. Well, expect the unexpected. I told you.
Not com-
Expect the unexpected.
I'm sorry, but this just looks like movie credits.
It does, and it honestly feels that way, because these credits are like 5 minutes.
So I added in a song, because I can.
Let's not get hit with copyright, please.
Yeah, we're gonna.
No, I won't. I avoid it by doing this.
Dang it, why can't this happen in the movie theater? Why did the guy hit the play button again? Quick, go back to fast forward. Thank you.
I had to keep in the bit where the song says that Rayman is afraid of snails.
Yes, we know he is afraid of snails.
And now it's even sped up even faster.
How fast did you speed this up?
About 8 times.
Jeez. Oh god, yeah, they are very long credits. It's still not as bad as Sonic Colors, but it's close.
But yeah, the reason I added in the music was because you know how Rayman 3 has the music by Groove Armada? This game actually did have a song that was made to promote it, but was never actually featured in the game, and I'm like, let's throw it over the credits, because I can.
Because I can.
Ah, but this is the end, or is it? Because then I decided to type in www.ubisoft.com, and then type in Rayman 2, The Great Escape, and then I hit enter, I think, or space.
Then you juggle a couple balls around for a bit, walk around your room 5 times in a row, and pray to the Lord it works, and then suddenly, you get a cheat game. Honestly, everything you said, all you can do is just sit there for like, what, 30 seconds and it activates? That's what I did and it worked.
But yeah, Matt, you remember the dogfight minigame in Rayman Revolution?
Yeah, I remember this.
Here's the same thing with text.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to see your E shooting a bunch of X's. And then your E just gets huge when you use when you're supers. This actually is kind of deceptively hard. You know, it's kind of one of those little bullet hells, but it's just for a high score. I don't even think the game can even save the high score. I'm not. It probably can. I don't remember.
This game is full of gimmicks.
Oh yes.
Even the darn credits.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is this only in the PC version?
Well, technically, because Rayman Revolution had it without text, it is technically in Revolution.
Yeah.
And I believe it's also in the Dreamcast
I
version.
think you're right about that, because when I was looking up, I remember Dreamcast showing up. I can do a quick Google search to make sure.
That 8 is gonna kill me.
Because I believe, like...
That 8 is gonna kill me.
Me too, Nemesis.
I don't like that 8.
Yeah, that happens a lot, where you're trying to do this one little thing, and, oh yeah, 8 comes and kills you. Happens a lot.
So let's try it again. Yeah, so that was Rayman 2, everyone.
I remember some people talk about this working in the N64 version, but I don't ever remember this working.
Yeah. That's the thing, because I'm pretty sure that in the DS version, the credits automatically cancels itself.
Yeah. But as for the N64, I believe it just sits there.
Yeah. And I feel like in the Dreamcast version, because you didn't have the keyboard to type in the thing, it's a case of, with the Dreamcast version, you literally had to push every button on the controller.
I'm wondering, because like I said, on the PC version, I know if you just sit there, it works, because that's what the guy told me to do. I sat there and it just worked. So if it is in that version, it's probably just a case of that again.
Also, did you see me sitting at the title screen for ages there, pumping myself up for another run?
Yeah, it's like, alright, what should we do? Alright, one more go. Please no 8s.
Wait, no, that one didn't
There you
count.
go.
Next one. I am a little obsessed with doing this, possibly.
Hey, it's pretty fun, so I don't blame you.
Suck at Gradius.
Yeah, great. Oh man. I love R-Type, but man, it's hard to beat.
Is this literally the rest of the video?
I got a bad habit of doing that, huh?